Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio. I'm back with part 2 of my scavenger hunt 2023 hosted by Janet Young. This pile of ephemera and pages I did in part 1 video for this, and if you didn't see that you might want to go back and check it out. It's pretty cool. But most people for scavenger hunt, like I said in the first video, are making books, kind of doing like art journals. And Janet provided us with, let's see, a page of prompts. And as I explained again in the first video, a book wouldn't really work for me. I am currently very deep into making journals, and so I really wanted to make ephemera pages, things I could put in journals. So after completing these pieces right here, these are all the prompts that I have left. So I think there's like 19 or something. So Janet says we don't have to do 10 of them. So it looks like I've only got to do 9. Of course, they're probably going to be the most difficult for me to complete because I saved the hardest for last. So they may take me a while, but I'm going to keep plugging. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and move the list over here and show you what I've come up with for these prompts. So I hope I can explain this right and stay on camera, because I videotaped this once and oh my gosh, I was like way off camera. Okay, so the first piece is a tag, and it fulfills prompt number 23, packaging, and it was a soap wrapping for some English lavender soap, and I just sewed that wrapping on here, punched a hole, tied a ribbon, and I have a tag that I can put in a journal. This piece, this paper I got from work. It's an off-cut piece when we do posters, print posters at work. So they're long pieces, and this is about half of one of them. And so they throw them out. I bring them home. So basically what this one does, it'll be a nice insert in a children's journal. And it fulfills 3 prompts. The theme of this year's scavenger hunt is vintage children's book. So this has to do with Harold and the Purple Crayon. So, in a really roundabout way, I fulfilled 78 crayon, and then 91 children's book, Harold and the Purple Crayon. And then what I did was I took the book pages and I reduced them, and I made them into stamps. I cut the edges and whatever. And I separated out these 3 pieces to put on this piece. And basically these 3 are, this is where Harold drew a tree with apples, but he was afraid that somebody would steal the apples, so he went ahead and drew a monster to protect the tree, like a guard. And then the monster kind of scared him once he got it drawn. But anyway, so it also fulfills draw a monster. I didn't draw it, but Harold drew it. So, you know, I'm really kind of pulling here. So that fulfills 3 prompts. And this is map paper in a place you'd want to visit. And this is just a piece of paper as a page in a journal. And it is a map, an ancient map of Portugal. And lately I've kind of really had a desire to go to Lisbon, Portugal, because I've read so much about it and seen so many beautiful places. So anyway, so that fulfills 2 prompts, map paper and place I'd want to visit. This is a gratitude page, and it's just a page that'll go in a journal that I'll continue to embellish. But this is a piece of vellum that I printed gratitude on, and then I printed the definition of gratitude right at the bottom. I think you can see that. And then when I put it in the journal, I'll further embellish it. Okay, this one's kind of pulling too. This is a coffee dyed piece of paper, and whoops. Whoa. It's a coffee dyed piece of paper that will become a page in a journal. and it fulfills international for two reasons. This says my day in French, and this is the flag of France. So that's international. And then this is decorated letters. And I don't know if you can really see if I put it up here, but this page has foil on it. So I used that piece and I figured that fulfilled foil. And then draw your day. Well, that's my day. I didn't want to necessarily draw what I do in a day because this is a page that I want to put in a journal. So this gives somebody that gets a journal an opportunity to write about or draw about their day. And the last thing is, oh, no, yep, that's that piece. And then this one is my white page. This is page of white, so it's white paper I used. Now I did go ahead and distress it just because I do that on everything. I have a white flower down here that I made. I die cut the pieces and then I sewed them together and did French knots and some stitches to make that a white flower. I embossed a white flower here. This is a piece of toilet paper with lace sewn on it. And then hide a secret message is under here. I put progress will come not through material accumulation, but through the spiritual perfecting of the individual. So that's 3 prompts right there. Let's see, this one is a coffee dyed paper. Okay, and it's got a tip-in, which is right here. This is a tip-in, okay, but it also opens up this way for journaling. And then it's a swatch page because this right here is, I have the Crayola Super Tips. So I swatched out, let me see if I can pull them down here, like this. Okay, so I swatched out all of these pinks and purples on the leaves. So that's kind of leaves, swatch page, sort of Crayola, between the Crayola Super Tips and Harold's Purple Crayon. I figure I fulfilled Crayola. And then something repaired is that this page was coffee dyed and it had a rip right here. So I used some faux washi tape and repaired that page. So there's 5 prompts there. This one is outer space. Just 1 prompt. It'll be a page in a journal that I'll continue to decorate when I figure out what journal I'm going to put it in. But I figured it fulfills outer space, number 79, because constellations are stars. Stars are in outer space. Ha! Done. Okay, and this one is a piece of junk mail. It was actually a card that I received in the mail, you know, like you get them from like political, or when you go on Medicare, you get a lot of different cards. So it's like a pretty heavy card that I folded. I rounded the corners. I collaged on it. So it's junk mail. This picture in particular came out of an Architectural Digest magazine. And then inside it fulfills philosophy, because inside I put the different types of philosophy here. But it'll make a good tuck in a pocket or something on a journal, or a belly band or something. And then I had to come up with a dump page, and this is my dump page. And I almost changed this because I had this all done and it was kind of a joke. And then I watched Janet's video, and Janet actually made one of these, and it is beautiful. Hers is like really coolly decorated and everything, and here I was calling it my dump page. But what this is basically is items or prompts that I didn't think I could create something to put in a journal. Maybe if I thought long and hard, or longer and harder, I might have been able to come up with something, but that would have stressed me out. So I kind of made a joke out of it, and I made one of these little games for my origami. Okay, you guys have all done this, I'm sure, when you were kids. For sure you saw Janet's if you watched her video. So basically what I did though is I used, one of the prompts is something about trains. So I have engine, Orient Express, caboose, and conductor. And then say you pick engine, so E-N-G-I-N-E. And then inside I have veggie stickers. So that fulfills stickers and veggie stickers. And let's say we pick onion. So we would go O-N-I-O-N. And then in here, say we picked fennel. So I would lift this up, and it says, keep rolling your eyes, maybe you'll find a brain back there. That fulfills my snark. So this one fulfills snark, veggie stickers, something about trains, stickers, and piece of origami. And I'll just read them around. I'll try to be nicer if you'll try being smarter. Your fervent, misguided sense of entitlement is stunning. And then, no, I'm not insulting you. I'm describing you. You're giving me the silent treatment? Finally. Think I'm sarcastic? Watch me pretend to care. Underestimate me. That'll be fun. And I'd agree with you, but then we'd both be wrong. And so that's kind of my dump piece. And but it fulfilled 5 prompts, and we got her done. So that's what I have for part 2 of my scavenger hunt video. And as I work on these other prompts here, I will wait and do the final video when I'm done. I may not necessarily stop and leave 10. I don't know. I have to figure out how I can use these in journals. But anyways, I'm a little stressed, but a little. It's fun, but again, prompts stress me out. So anyways, thank you for hosting, Janet. And I have gone out and watched everybody's videos that they're posting about their scavenger hunt, and they are wonderful. Or I'm watching as people are building their pages, fabulous. And I like all the videos, but I keep forgetting to comment. So I'll try to get better about that. And don't stop making them, because I'm loving them. They do help me get inspired to work on this one. So I'm dependent on you. So if you could, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up. I'd appreciate if you subscribe. That will help my channel grow. I think that's it for now. Have a great day. Bye. See you in the next video.